From Sri Lanka, we turn to Bangladesh, another Indian neighbor in financial turmoil. The situation there is quite similar to Sri Lanka's. The currency is falling, foreign reserves are depleting, the trade deficit is widening, inflation is skyrocketing. These economic woes have forced the Sheikh Hasina government to take a drastic step. Over the weekend, they hiked the prices of diesel and petrol, the biggest hike since Bangladesh's independence. What followed were protests. Here's a report.
These images are from Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. What you see is not a political rally, it's a protest over fuel price hike. Last week, the Sheikh Hasina government raised fuel prices by a record margin. The price of petrol was hiked by 51%, the price of diesel by 42%. This is by far the biggest price hike since Bangladesh got independence. What triggered it? The global rise in oil prices. It has destabilized Bangladesh's energy market. The state-run Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation alone has incurred losses of $85 million in the last 6 months. To make up for the losses, the government has hiked fuel prices, and while it claims there's no crisis, the indicators and recent developments look worrying. Number 1. Depleting forex reserves. In 2021 they stood at $45.5 billion. In July this year they fell to $39.6 billion. Reports say this money is sufficient for only 5 months of imports. Reason number 2, a failing currency. The Bangladeshi Dhaka is depreciating. It has lost more than 10% of its value since last year. On August 1st, it fell to a record low of 94.7 against the dollar. The falling currency has led to inflation. In June, the rate of inflation hit an 8-year high of 7.56%. Reason number 4, dwindling foreign direct investment. FDI flows to Bangladesh have declined 18.6% since last year. Why? Because of the widening trade deficit. That's reason number 5. Bangladesh's trade deficit has widened to $27.2 billion. Imports are surging. Exports have fallen abysmally. What is Bangladesh doing to overcome these challenges? It's seeking funds, like Sri Lanka and Pakistan. Last week, the country applied for an IMF bailout. It sought a $4.5 billion rescue package. Dhaka has also reached out to the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. Talks are still underway. In the meantime, it seems that Bangladesh has also turned to China. On Monday afternoon, the country's prime minister hosted the Chinese foreign minister. They discussed development, cooperation, and investments. There was no word on financial aid. If Dhaka is tracking the news in the neighborhood, it will be wary of Chinese money.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.